Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to burn tier 10 heavy tanks with relative ease. But before we start, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's just start the video. Let's go! First up, we have the IS-4. As you can see here, if you shoot between the second and third wheels, you will be able to burn the tank with relative ease. As you can see here, I burned the IS-4 with my second shot, and it's quite easy to do in randoms as well, especially if the IS-4 is, looking sideways or if someone tracks him. Next up, we have an IS-7, another heavily armored Soviet heavy tank at tier 10. This time, all you have to do is shoot just above the third wheel, and you will be able to penetrate the IS-7 right into the side and burn him at the same time. As you can see here, it's relatively easy to do, and again, this happens a lot in random battles. If the IS-7 is looking sideways, or if someone tracks him, just shoot above the third wheel, and you will easily be able to burn him. Simple as that. Next up, we have an E100, a very common tank at tier 10. All you have to do is shoot straight in the center of his bum and it will burn. This can happen so many times in random battles. If you're in a medium, if you're in a heavy and you flank the E100, just shoot straight in the center of the bum and you will easily be able to burn the tank. That's where the fuel tanks are located, and it's very easy to do, especially in random battles. Another tank that can easily be burned is the VK-72. As you can see here, if you shoot dead in the center of the hull, just where the turret is about to start, you can burn the tank with relative ease. Of course, this is a big fat German, so it won't happen with every single shot. However, we are playing a very random game, therefore if you do shoot him right in the center of the hull, there is a decent chance that you could hit the fuel tanks and burn the tank. So that's that. Next up, we have the Mouse, again another very common tank in random battles. If you shoot just, where I'm shooting, I don't know how to explain this spot. This is, I guess, the top part of the hull, I don't know, but that's basically where the fuel tanks are located. Again, if a Mouse is driving sideways, if someone tracks him, if he's focusing on someone else, just shoot or aim here, and you will be able to burn the fuel tanks with relative ease. Next up, we have the T-57. Again, if you shoot between the second and third wheels, the first and second wheel, well, let's just say first and third wheel, if you shoot right in between there or just above the second wheel, you will be able to burn the T-57 with relative ease. As you can see here, we can easily burn the T-57 with 1 to 2 shots. This can even happen with 1 shot. It really depends on your luck, but again, this happens very often in randoms. Next up, we have the E5, a very similar situation. Here, all you have to do is shoot just above the second wheel, and you will be able to burn the E5 with a relative ease. As you can see, I burned the E5 with my first shot, and the same happens with the next shot, and it's really easy to do. Next up, we have the 50B. I don't know what madman wants to burn this thing, but I'll show it nonetheless. If you shoot between the second and third wheels, you will be able to burn it. There's no point in trying to shoot the hull. The fuel tanks there don't burn, but the wheels burn very well. Next up, we have the Wagon. Again, very similar situation. All you have to do is shoot just above the third wheel, and you will be able to burn the Wagon with relative ease. Next up, we have the 113. The 113 is quite hard to burn if you shoot the hull. Therefore, again, I suggest just shooting the top of the third wheel, and that usually works quite well. As you can see here, we just aim for the top of the third wheel, and we can easily burn the tank. Lastly, I tried my best to burn the FV215B. I shot it frontally from everywhere possible. I shot the lower plate, the upper plate. I shot the sides as well, but it didn't seem to burn. In randoms, this tank burns so often, it's crazy. But here, when I tried testing it, I tested it 3 times and it didn't burn a single time, which is quite astonishing to me. But all I'm gonna say is that the fuel tanks are located around the front, so therefore in random battles I suggest watching out for this thing. So that's that.